Tell me about yourself.
Hi, I am Joanne Delphine, 21 years of age, a student of Naval State University taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education. Currently in fourth year, I am also a student assistant in Board of Regents office. I also have my debate organization that helps me become a critical thinker, which I deem necessary skill in work. Being a working student and leader at the same time helped me to learn on how to become flexible in managing my time and my priorities as well. Every day I have to juggle my classes, training in rural impact sourcing, organization, and office works. However, I consider this state as a preparation in every potential job I will have as a freelancer. For me, hard work is the only way to survive and getting things done as soon as possible.
What are your strengths?
I believe that I am versatile. For example, I always research and exhaust my willingness to learn a new skill until it's added to my jar of skills. I always have my endurance once I committed in doing something worthwhile, which is also why I can function into different areas. For example, in web development or designing, content writing, copywriting, and the like.
What's your weakness?
My weakness is that I tend to become moody and pressured. When that triggers, I always tend to build my woes to the things that I suspect would not lead me into reaching my goals, which I deem inappropriate since this will take away a part of diversity in work. I lose touch as well in social aspect and wallow myself to my own. I also tend to judge people who are chill and who do not worry about goals, which is why I do get aloof and lose the spirit of socialization. I easily become pressured once I feel like I haven't done the task that suppose I can finish earlier. However, I am working on my weakness by taking advantage on being a moody by prioritizing what is necessary and understanding how to socialize for diversity and unity's sake.
Are you a lifelong learner? What are you studying at the moment?
Being a student teacher or working student makes me a lifelong learner. I am more willing to learn different sets of skills and contribute to the growth and advancement of certain jobs. I am a research enthusiast and I believe that everything can be learned in an era where information is available everywhere. I am studying how to become a successful freelancer and how being a freelancer can make someone reach life satisfaction according to hierarchy of needs.
How long have you been a freelancer? What made you decide to become one?
I am new to this field and I realized that becoming one is a great opportunity to explore my unseen potential as a competent individual. I chose to become a freelancer to hone the four C's of being a 21st century learner, such as critical thinking, communication, creativity, and collaboration. I think that being a freelancer is perfect fit to apply these skills. The four C's I mentioned are soft skill that a freelancer needs to have in order to survive in the industry, and I want to become one of those successful survivors.
How many clients do you have so far? What work have you done for them?
Currently, I have one client. I am developing and designing a WordPress website, managing their social media, graphic designing, and writing an SEO content.
What is your freelancer service specialization? What did you choose that niche?
I am specializing content writing as parallel on my bachelor's degree. I chose this niche because it is where my passion drove me and I am empowered in terms of writing because of my background as an English student. I had major subjects concerning creative writing, translation, and editing of text. Reading literature was also a key factor on why I aspired to write because I learned different styles and perspectives in terms of writing.
This project requires number of hours per week. Are you available? What's your schedule like? Can you work on time zone?
I am available at 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. Philippine time or beyond that. But I can really work with flexible time depends on the work requirements. I actually make time to be available in terms of work related issue.
Are you a team player? Can you work with teams or prefer working alone?
I prefer both. As what I talked earlier, I am a flexible person and working with teams, as I can see, its most advantages is brainstorming ideas, and I find uh, I find it good thing to execute it as a team. I value teamwork for a guarantee of success in satisfying clients' expectation. I can also work alone and despise micromanaging to exhaust my authentic ideas.
What is your service fee range for this project requirement?
I can work fairly below 15,000 pesos per project and is negotiable depending on the complexity of the subject.
What is your long-term goal as a freelancer?
First, I'd like to land on various projects with reasonable rates. Secondly, I want to build an agency to be able to teach and empower other aspiring freelancers.
What is your understanding of the job requirements and description?
As a freelancer, it is required that you are emotionally intelligent, that possesses the soft skills in dealing with different individuals, carrying with different personalities and approach.
How do you take negative feedback?
First of all, I measure the worth of negative feedback and weigh its groundings if it's reasonable. However, I admit I cannot please all people and I am ready to take negative feedback. Knowing every work is subject to critics, I view criticism and critics as an opportunity to grow as an individual and as a room for improvement because no one is born out of perfection.
Do you have questions about the project or to me?
Yes, I have a couple of questions I would like to ask you and to the project. First, what are your expectations about me and my work? How can I have some heads up on how I can deal with your standard? Lastly, the opportunities as well as the challenges this project presents are attractive to me. Can you tell me how you see the freelancing path developing for this project?